how does the change of conference affect lacrosse?
So with lacrosse, the conference that they're looking to go to doesn't actually have lacrosse for all of the schools that are in that conference. And so for us, that would require us to either be an independent, which makes it really tough for us schedule-wise, because conference play typically happens in April. Everybody's in their own conference, and we would be alone by ourselves. We can try to talk to other conferences that do have lacrosse, the Big East, ACC, to see if we could be a lacrosse-only member with those conferences, but it is very, very difficult to get in as a lacrosse-only member to those current conferences that are in existence.
Can you talk about the increased travel and how that'll affect the lacrosse budget?
So with the conference, it's a trickle-down effect. So if they look at, some of the conferences they're looking to move to, a lot of those schools are in Ohio and Michigan. They're not really drivable in a bus. And so now you're looking at a lot more costs for flight for a lot of the programs that would be in that conference. And so with that, that's a lot more money. So that trickle down to us would mean that we would be having less money in our budget for our travels. So geographically for us, we would now be more constricted to try to find teams within a smaller geographical area so that it would be all teams that we could bus to. So that would certainly be a trickle down effect for us. Whereas if we're, in a conference that doesn't have lacrosse, we might need to travel in order to get games on our schedule. And that's where that becomes challenging for us.
How do you personally feel about switching?
I personally think the CAA is the place to be. I think it's a great match for us, both academically and athletically. And I think until all sports across the board are competing for a conference title every year, we really haven't outgrown the CAA. And I would love to see us stay right where we are.
Thanks.